if there's somebody he knows that he feels good about and that I would, then he'll bring it. Otherwise, he doesn't bog me down with any of that. And listen, that's the amount of time spent and players that are looked at between he and Ray and that staff is you'd be shocked. I mean, the hours that goes in. So they're doing the legwork, and if there's somebody that he thinks is intriguing, he thinks the price could be right, it's somebody maybe he fits us, it could be a need, then it comes to me like, hey, let's check this out. But otherwise, he just kind of stays away from that, which is all good, man.
How many people has he brought to you so far?
I'm not telling you.
Do you expect to be active at all?
I mean, look, I don't, but that doesn't mean we won't. I mean, he's brought up a couple of things already. But there again, I'm so focused on the here and now and the roster we have in place, getting these guys ready to go. I love where we're at. I think the roster is I think it's healthy. I think it's in a good position. I think we have depth. But like I say, he's always looking to improve the roster. That's one of his jobs, and he does a hell of it.
Brother Dan with the plan, he says that he doesn't expect the Detroit Lions to be active at the trade deadline, but it doesn't mean they won't be active at the trade deadline. Said, obviously he alluded to, there have been some names brought up. And then you hear rumors that the Philadelphia Eagles can go out there and trying to get Myles Garrett, which the financial ramifications for Cleveland, that'll be interesting to see that happen. You hear talks that could be 3 first-round picks in the player, Jordan Davis, maybe Jalen Carter, some issues over there with him being out of shape and immaturity. Maybe A.J. Brown and 3 first-round picks. People got to ask, the rich get richer if that happens. The Lions tried to get Myles Garrett last, this offseason, and obviously we seen what happened, and they just didn't want to let him go. That may make you look at Trey Hendrickson, may look at Max Crosby, and Dan can say, I feel good about the roster. What you supposed to say? Most parents have a favorite child. Most grandparents have a favorite grandchild. Don't believe the bullshit, oh, I love you all the same, and watch how they treat and how they speak to certain children or certain people. You know what I'm saying? And, and deep down, everybody know I'm telling the truth. If you're young, you're probably like, oh, no. Deep down, it's true. So that's the same thing. Like, it's a stock answer. So I use the analogy. Oh, I feel good about the raw. Oh, right now we had, they 4-2, and oh yeah, we need better players. I would like another pass rusher. And how does that make Al-Qaeda Muhammad feel? How does that even make Aiden Hutchinson feel with his bag full of money? How does that make them feel about it? So you got to say certain things, you know what I'm saying? And like I tell y'all, when y'all playing the parameters of corporate America, which the NFL is in the parameters of corporate America, you have to fake it. You can't say honesty. I mean, in regular society, you can't be honest. Everybody love to admit, they write the free speech and amendment, but when free speech is being spoken, people get fucking mad. I was just talking to somebody about, some guy, they keep getting political. Old people at the job get political. He asked the guy about Charlie Kirk. He gave something. He told me, yeah, I don't like him because he said this about him. And I don't get into that. Like, not at the workplace. You know what I'm saying? It's just facts. It's like, but then again, one thing I do respect is the right to, he can say what the fuck he want to say. You know what I'm saying? You're content creators that people don't like all the time, but y'all still listen to them. If you don't like them, I'm going to listen to you. I'm not going to listen to you. Cool. I'm not going to strike your channel. I'm not going to flag your channel. I just don't like what you're saying. I'm just not going to listen. Simple as that. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, I'm offended and I'm about to report him. And I don't care, bro. As long as you ain't causing me no harm or doxing somebody, you shouldn't care. Just keep it moving. Mind your business. The one thing I found out about life, if you mind your business, you'll be all right. Stay out of a lot of bullshit. If you keep your 2 cents, you don't give people advice, you'll be all right? But you gotta fake it. You gotta fake it. In these type of situations, you can't kill the morale and be like, yeah, I need another corner. And these corners, they always injured. And Terry on be holding. I can't stand that motherfucker. That might be saying that behind closed doors. I guarantee you that. They go out there, some of them coaches in front office, they crack a Heineken, get some tequila or some whiskey, whatever they drinking. Absolutely, they had those conversations. Motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know they had those conversations, bro. They human just like us. Remember we didn't think the teachers used the bathroom when we was younger? We thought the teachers was like aliens or some shit. They humans just like us. Shit was funny. But they just like us, bro. So they had those conversations. Like, I'm sick of this motherfucker. And this motherfucker be like, man, every time we in cover one, I tell this motherfucker keep his eyes on the quarterback and he just go do some dumb shit. You know, they had those conversations. They have them. But in front of people, that's why I love the way they handled the Brian Branch situation. Everybody, you know, you have your brother's back. Even if your brother in the wrong, we got to have his back. I always use this analogy. The Philadelphia 76ers killed their whole momentum by blaming Ben Simmons for that should be a 30 for 30 or a documentary on his own. If it came out tomorrow, I would watch it. That one moment, Doc career kind of ain't been the same. Joel Embiid then went down the drain for the most part after that, and Ben Simmons ain't been the same. When they threw their brother under the bus publicly, it destroyed. They was never winning the championship with those guys. And Dan Campbell showed you how to handle it. Yeah, what he did was wrong, but I support him. I gotta find out what happened, and we'll get it corrected. And we love him, but you can't do that. If you're gonna be here, you can't do that. That's how you do it. How 76ers do? Ben Simmons missed a free throw. That's where we ain't in the playoffs. And like I said, we can always say, you know, a game come down to one play, but it wasn't one play that won a game. If that make any type of sense, it wasn't one play that won the game. It wasn't one play that won the game. Because you have 55, 60 plays, 80 plays, 20 plays, whatever it may be, whatever sport you're playing, to change it. To change the trajectory of the game, and you didn't do it. You didn't do it. You didn't do it. So, but honestly, love to see them be active. There's a couple guys that they could have drafted, you know, that people wanted, whether trade up or fell down to them. And Mike Green for the Baltimore Ravens, he got 1 sack. And Shamar Stewart got 1 tackle. He did all that bitching and complaining. And, you know, Rome wasn't building in a day. Some guys take time to develop. But yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. So, you know, those guys there, they, you know, slow starts. You know, and I think we got to, and I'm going to do a video on that. We got to start trusting Bradley Holmes. We got to start trusting him. Sure. But honestly, we'll see. I don't expect them to be active. But I think if you see Philly get active, and whether it's Trey Hendrickson, whether it's, you know, Miles get here, it might force them to be active. But, you know, rumors is they've been in the cornerback market. Rumors are they've been in the defensive end market. And we'll see. We'll see. But I think the bar is set low for Detroit sports when we talk about trades in general or acquiring people. We have to acquire our talent via draft. As simple as that. All the top talent guys that been here been drafted. For the most part, whether it was, I think, Dave Bing, Isaiah Thomas, Grant Hill, Barry Sanders, our real star Calvin Johnson, they all been drafted. So usually how it goes. But I hit the link in the description. The link tree, you can find me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.